After coming back home from Korea and Japan, I immediately got back to work, and guess what? I haven't had enough vacation time. And also, I happened to get a great deal for a Le Germain Hotel in Calgary through my corporate discount this past week, and I've always wanted to check out the land of oil and gas, conservatism, and the Rockies. So I flew to Calgary. Kyle Kim goes on short trip to Calgary and Banff, May 2025. Let's go! Just landed at Calgary International Airport. I took a very early morning flight, and since Calgary time is behind Toronto's, 2 hours behind, it was still around 11 a.m. local time. Since I'm going to Banff during my stay in Calgary, I headed straight to the rental car center and the airport. This guy, Chevrolet Trailblazer, is gonna be my travel buddy to Banff and within Calgary. It was an upgrade from a mid-sized sedan. Tires? Check. Scratches and damages? Check. Headed straight to the hotel. It was early May, which was right before the beginning of the peak season, so I got to get the last-minute non-peak season deal. Don't get me wrong, I'm not at all rich. This is a little change area with some drawers and a nice hanger. Hangers here, a little umbrella, actually a big umbrella. I almost felt like it's too bad this wasn't a staycation. A little seating area and a floor-to-ceiling mirror. Nice little office area with a Nespresso machine and a minibar. Oh, and by the way, Nespresso is so much better than Keurig. No offense, Keurig, but that's my experience. And the bathroom. Bathroom was divided into 3 areas. First, dry area, in the middle with a sink and a vanity with a huge mirror. On the right is your shower booth. Ruby brown, never heard of it, but smelled good. And the toilet is separated. Nice. Okay, room tour is over and clock's ticking. I gotta hit the road. I have a guided bike tour of downtown Calgary and I need to be at the meeting point now. The Calgary Tower can be seen with the perfect clear sunny sky. If you've been my subscriber long enough, you know that I bring the sun with me. And for this trip, it was mostly true. Any other sun-carrying folks like I am? I feel like as I'm getting older, my weather magic ability is getting weaker and weaker. Alas, the tour was tomorrow. I thought the tour was today and I was going to go to Banff tomorrow. A change of plans. I need to go to Banff today. Oh, by the way, this is the tour company. Awesome company. I'll review this one in more detail in my downtown Calgary vlog. Stay tuned for that. Let's head back to my hotel. But why just waste time and be stressed about the change? Traveling is all about unexpected changes, and that's what makes your trip more exciting. Oh, this is Stephen Avenue, by the way. One of the major streets of downtown Calgary filled with awesome restaurants, pubs, and other retailers. Like we always do, let's soak ourselves in the sunny, crisp air of the West, in the heart of downtown Calgary. My optimistic personality kicked in this time too. Well, it's a perfect weather for a road trip to Banff today. And a bit of a rain shower is forecasted for later in the afternoon tomorrow, so I think it's for the better. Oh, the restaurant on our right, that was a good one too. I'll review later. This round skyscraper is The Bow, Calgary's second tallest building after Brookfield Place. Like in any other metropolitan city, in Calgary too, each skyscraper landmark building needs to host a piece of art. Hence the giant white skull over here. This is the Brookfield Place, the aforementioned tallest skyscraper in Calgary. 50 meters shy of Toronto's tallest, first Canadian place, the BMO building. Originally from South Korea, I like how these downtown buildings have nice blue colors for the glass surface, not like the Korea's hideous jade green color. More on this later, but Korean architects all say that that jade green color is one of the culprits of bad cityscape of Seoul. Also iconic are these elevated walkways, aka sky bridges, because of harsh wintry weather conditions in Calgary. Don't get me wrong, Seoul has some of the coolest buildings of the world, but that jade green color glass, It just ruins the whole architectural beauty. Without further ado or further endless babbling, let's hit the road. I mean, the highway. The Trans-Canada Highway is a highway that spans Canada, that runs across Canada from Victoria, BC, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, St. John's, Newfoundland, and Labrador. Literally coast to coast. If you haven't had a road trip through Trans-Canada Highway, I highly recommend it. But in the meantime, let's do it with me now for 10 seconds. After an hour and 50 minutes or so, safely made it to the parking lot of Lake Louise. And look who I bumped into before anyone else. This guy was huge, almost the size of an adolescent hawk or something. Although it was early May, the shady parts of the park were still icy and snowy, so prepare a pair of snow boots if you plan on visiting Banff in May.
I'm wearing so wrong a pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, the iconic Lake Louise. A big part of the lake was still frozen, but wait just a second. I had just enough amount of the iconic emerald glacier water for my mandatory photo. Lake Louise's stunning emerald color is a sign of glaciers, the Rocky Mountains. The so-called rock flour, finely ground rock particles in the water, is created as glaciers grind against the bedrock below, releasing tiny particles into the water. I'm just gonna shut up for 15 seconds for your full enjoyment of the lake. Lake Louise, everyone. I got some amazing photos here, which was my primary goal here. I'm not gonna lie. Now I got all I wanted, thanks to a lot of great photographers here, including the professional lady I met. Oh wow, this lady. Her photos. Look at this. Major profile photo updates. This dude was still here, waiting for me maybe. I was honestly a little intimidated. The time here was already past 7:30. We gotta hurry back to the hotel before it gets too dark. I was a little too hungry to go straight back to Calgary, so I had a pit stop for some bodily fueling. What am I looking at out the window? The stunning view of the Rockies. Pardon my terrible angle and focus, but this is the salad I ordered. I believe it was one of the house salads, if I'm not mistaken. It had fennel, pear, lemon, arugula, and some sort of nuts, as far as I remember. And my main, the duck. This was roasted duck breast, and the wine marinated sauce was wonderful. The red cabbage was also soaked in the deep tasting sauce, which also had wine in it, according to the chef. Oh, wine just makes everything good. The tender, juicy meat with tongue-soaking deep taste of wine. What was more wonderful was the red cabbage. I ended up asking the chef how it was cooked when he was doing his round at the tables. Cabbage alone was wonderful, but with meat.
I see the cabbage here.
The salad and the duck. I totally bon appetit. The highway right back to Calgary also gave me some amazing scenery. Arriving in the city of Calgary, enjoy the ride for a bit. Up next, downtown Calgary bike tour and a bit of foodie tour of Calgary. Don't go anywhere and subscribe for more fun in Calgary. Next, we're gonna have nice scenery,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
explore artistic corners of the city, venture into nice residential neighborhoods, and of course, the breathtaking photo ops. You know, I can literally pack up and move here.
Wow, this is too bad.